The Sunday school lesson for December the 8th, 2024 is God sends his servant to suffer for us. Isaiah chapter 53, verses 4 through 6, and verses 10 through 12. Welcome, viewers and subscribers, to my channel, The Backstory and More. I am Audrey. If you are interested in knowing what happens before each Sunday school lesson, you are at the right place because I will share the backstory, read the lesson text, and offer a brief lesson summary. The backstory takes us to Isaiah chapter 52. Zion is called and urged to awaken, clothe herself in strength and splendor, and shake off captivity. God promises redemption without cost, emphasizing his power to deliver his people from those who enslaved and oppressed them. God's name is defended. The Lord declares that his name, which has been mocked by oppressors, will be revealed and acknowledged. The messenger who announces peace, salvation, and the reign of God is described as beautiful and welcomed. God reigns over his people. The proclamation of God's rule brings joy and hope to his people, because joy in Zion will be restored. The watchmen shout for joy as they witness God's return to Zion and his comfort for Jerusalem. God's salvation is visible to all nations as the Lord reveals his holy arm, demonstrating his power and bringing salvation that all nations will witness. The people then are commanded to depart from unclean things and to live holy lives as they leave captivity. God leads and protects his people as he assures his people that he will go before them and be their rear guard as they journey out of exile. The servant is introduced as one who will be exalted after suffering, astonishing nations and kings with his unexpected rule in bringing salvation. Chapter 52 transitions from a message of deliverance to the profound introduction of the suffering servant who plays a central role in God's plan for redemption. The backstory ends here, and today's lesson begins with the next verse. Verse 4: Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet he did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. Verse 5: But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. Verse 6: All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own way, and the Lord hath laid on him the iniquity of us all. Verse 10: Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. Verse 11: He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. Verse 12: Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong. because he has poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors. A very brief summary. The stunning reality of what Jesus accomplished on the cross is made plain in Isaiah 53, verses 4 through 6. Jesus compassionately took up our pain and bore our suffering. He suffered immense physical brutality, not because he was powerless to stop it, but rather quite the opposite, because he chose to take on himself our punishment in order to bring us peace and healing. Ultimately, God laid on this servant the iniquity of us all. We are not given a full blown theory of atonement in this passage. Romans chapter 3, verses 21 through 26, and Hebrews chapters 7 through 10 explain in greater detail how and why Jesus' death covers all human sin. Yet in Isaiah chapter 53, verse 6, we are clearly told that this was God's idea. Out of love and grace, God took the initiative and made a way for us, his people, to avoid the endless cycle of guilt and punishment. Thank you so very much for listening. Please share this video with others. Stay safe and may God bless.